in all honesty, the hell going on of Tuesday to hit right here, and we've been all over this just like everybody else. But unlike everybody else, we've been all over the whole running back market thing since March, since the market was obviously not going in the running back's direction. Austin Eckler was told, hey, you know, you're not going to get a new contract here with the Chargers at this point. But the door's there for you to go seek a trade. And then we all know Eckler wound up returning and got a little something extra from the Chargers. Barkley never could seek a trade. Josh Jacobs never could seek a trade. They both returned, signing a tender, and got something a little extra. We're all waiting. Where's a little extra for Jonathan Taylor? I've been pounding the table here. So give him something extra to save face. Okay. And instead, they also showed him the door for him to walk through and find a trade partner. And the Colts put such a price tag in terms of draft compensation they want back for Taylor that it shows everyone just how valuable Jonathan Taylor is, which leads him, I'm sure, and the rest of us, I know for a fact because we've been saying it, to say, well, if you value him as such in terms of draft compensation, why not actual, monetary compensation that equals how you value him when you put him on the market for a trade? And so, sure enough, the Colts and the trade market together equals Jonathan Taylor still being an Indianapolis Colt. That's just not a shock. Like, that's one of those things where you're watching a horror movie. The guy with the axe is dangerous. You know what I mean? Like, you're watching it through your fingers. Like, just don't go there. It's so obvious. You could see this thing coming. I told you there. Show him the door, and you go seek it yourself. But unless somebody was going to come back with some remarkable compensation package, he's not going anywhere because he is that valuable, and the Colts have the hammer. But I didn't see coming the fact that he was placed on the PUP list to start the season. So here's the door. You go seek a trade. We didn't get the proper compensation back for you. So you're back here. We're done. The window for you to go seek a trade is now over. We're not going to give you away for nothing. So you're back with us. And as a matter of fact, you're on the PUP list, which means you're out for the first 4 weeks of the season. And so there's two things afoot here. Are they teaching Jonathan Taylor what hardball really means in professional football? That's a first blush reaction. Like, is this some significant hardball? Like, Jonathan, there's a contract. You must play on it. We are not going to improve the contract. We would love to do it at some point. This is not that point. And let's have you find that out for yourself. You'll seek people who are interested in you. You'll find out what you are worth monetarily that we're not willing to give you right now. And then you're going to come back here and have to eat it. And that's just really hardball. And as a matter of fact, you know what? You say you're so hurt. Here's 4 games out. Or I've been calling Jonathan Taylor not physically unable to perform, but physically unwilling to perform. That's what I've been saying here on this set. Yep. Am I way off? Could it be possible that he's hurt and the Colts are like, all right, go find out what somebody who was hurt last season and is too hurt to start this season, and you go find out what you're worth on the open market. Because every team that adores you, like we do, like everybody's going to adore you because you're awesome, they're not going to give us anything remotely worth what you're valued at, draft compensation, because they're not even going to get a full 17 out of you. And if that's the case, I mean, I don't know what Jonathan Taylor's thinking. I mean, I guess you got to go YOLO, right? You got to just see what can be happening and tell everybody when you are talking to him, I'll be back week 5. I'm good. This just was a cleanup here or there. I have no idea. But if he's legitimately hurt and wanted to be traded and be paid like McCaffrey, there's a pie, and it's in the sky, man. And then it's no surprise he's back with the Colts. And the fact that he's missing 2 division games, Jacksonville and Houston. One of them at home. You got to win your home games. And then at Baltimore and home for the Rams. You're missing those. Like, we'll see you against Tennessee week 5.
I mean, he's there. They could open 2-2. Like, why not? Why couldn't they?
They could still open 2-2.
Maybe.
I mean,
tough without your best player.
No, I understand that, but stranger things have happened. Anthony Richardson could come out of the box and just be, okay, we see you. We know why you were 4th overall.
Colts beat the Chiefs last year in week 3.
Of course.
So,
and then the Colts lost to the 1st overall pick, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
In a must-win game, you win, you make the playoffs if you beat the team that's first on the clock, and they lost that.
So.
Stranger things have happened, but at this point in time, I'm sitting here saying, give him more money. I don't think there's another dime coming. What are you going to come off the PUP list and say here's a little bit something extra? And if he is legitimately hurt, I mean, because honestly, if he's not hurt and the Colts just threw him on PUP, I mean, where's the grievance? So if he's legitimately hurt, on what planet did he think he was going to get a McCaffrey contract and the Colts would let him go for that because they're going to get McCaffrey return if he's not showing up until week 5 after what happened last year? So that's why I called up Tom Pelissero saying, you got to come on first up tomorrow. Because I'm wondering what is up. Is this like nasty, old school hardball where I'm calling you onto my luxury bus to have a conversation? Then I'm going to go sit in my golf cart and talk about how we're all dead one day and the NFL's still going to go on. Yeah, that's what's called a non-starter in a negotiation.
Dead or alive.
Right? And then we're going to show you the door, and then we're going to let you find out exactly what teams are willing to pay you, and then you have to come back here and play for us far less than that amount of money. Making this all one large fugazi. Or did Jim Irsay call him on his luxury bus and say, excuse me, aren't you hurt? Like, aren't you hurt? Like, let's get you better and then we'll talk about it. And then get on the golf cart and go, I can't believe this kid is trying to get a trade hurt or more money hurt because who does he think he is? We're all dead one day and the NFL is going to go on. And then, all right, Chris Ballard, let him go seek it because this is just a fool's errand. Let him be happy. We want him happy. We need him running. And he did leave camp to go get this thing rehabbed instead of just as a ploy to hold out his services while still holding in. Like, what the hell was this all about? And he legitimately is hurt. And of course the Colts aren't going to get any proper return. I don't know, man. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.